Irri-Gator Products is the proud distributor of the Seenland-Slandvert range of VSDs in southern Africa. Through the years, Irri-Gator Products has integrated this range into many applications, and in the process developed a number of unique user interfaces to simplify installation and operation. We would like to now present the latest offer, the Seenland SB200 touch panel. The most basic interface available for the SB200 range of VSDs is the LED keypad. All settings can be manually changed and all drive parameters can be accessed through this interface. It can, however, be daunting to navigate using this option. The LCD keypad offers a slightly more user-friendly experience and add a real-time clock to the drive, which enables some rudimental timing functionality. To accommodate irrigation automation, Irri-Gator Products developed the Gator multi-set point interface, which allows for up to 12 preset duty points to be activated by means of 24-volt AC relays connected to an irrigation controller. This interface also has a manual mode where the set points can be selected by hand. Our latest interface offering is a full-color touch panel. This product simplifies activation, setting up, as well as monitoring of the drive. The touch panel makes advanced logging available, and settings can be backed up and imported using a memory stick. The interface is available in a 4.3-inch and 7-inch model, with the 7-inch model making remote access possible. Let's now have a look at the landing screen of the touch panel interface.
The first pane shows the current activated set point as well as the operating pressure. Both values are represented in bar. The second pane shows the running frequency, as well as the operating current when the VSD is operational. At the top of the panes we find a load indicator representing the present operation load as a percentage of the drive capacity. The third pane is for navigation, and one can tap on the icons to access more functionality and information. The fourth pane is for selecting the operating mode and also features the stop button. Tap these elements to change or activate. In hand mode, one of 8 preset set points can be activated by tapping on these buttons. The USB icon will be visible when a USB memory stick is present. Tap on it to safely remove your memory stick. The touch panel also displays VSD trip conditions with a marquee bar at the top. The alarm reset button becomes available once an error condition stops the VSD. Tap on it to reset the error. The SB200 touch panel provides for 3 different operation modes. Auto mode activates timer functionality, and it is possible to set up a daily start and stop hour for each of the 8 set points. Remote mode enables up to 4 of the 8 preset set points to be activated using external triggers, for example a signal from an irrigation controller or GSM device. An optional mechanical selector switch can be added to enable this mode. In hand mode, the operator will start and stop the system by tapping the various buttons on the touch panel. This is a view of hand mode. The user can activate any of the 8 preset set points and start the drive by tapping on the buttons marked 1 to 8. The drive will be stopped by tapping on the stop button. In auto mode, the VSD will be started automatically according to user-defined schedules. In this mode, the drive can also be stopped at any time using the stop button. Remote mode can be activated by adding an optional mechanical selector switch on the panel. This allows the VSD to be activated from outside the touch panel and regulated by means of an emergency set point pot. Adding additional relays can also unlock the activation of up to 4 touch panel set points from an external device. In this mode, the drive can also be stopped at any time using the stop button. To view more VSD operation parameters, as well as time-based and event logs, tap on the logbook icon. Here one can view real-time feedback values from the drive such as motor current, DC bus voltage and RPMs. Tap on logs to view time-based logs. The VSD makes an entry every 10 minutes, and this allows for additional information for troubleshooting purposes. When inserting a USB memory stick and the USB icon is lit up, the export button becomes available. This allows for daily logs to be exported in CSV format. Enter a date and push filter if you wish to search for information of a particular date. Tap on Alarms and Events to access historical operation information. This register logs every start and stop event, as well as every VSD trip. When inserting a USB memory stick and the USB icon is lit up, the Export button becomes available. This allows for daily logs to be exported in CSV format. Enter a date and push filter if you wish to search for information of a particular date. Back to the landing page. Note that all setup functionality is password protected. Tap on the key icon to enter your password. After successful authentication, now the setup icon becomes available. Tap on the key icon again to log out. The system will automatically log out and hide the setup icon after 5 minutes of inactivity. From the Setup menu, one can set up on-site VSD settings like motor parameters, as well as set point and automatic schedules. Let's look at the motor setup screen first. Here one can enter the motor specifications as read from the motor nameplate. Once done, to save the settings to the VSD, tap on the Save button. A confirmation message appears. Click on Proceed if you are sure about your settings. Now a progress bar will show the status of the write process. Tap on Close once done. Now to the PID setup screen. Here one can set parameters like the acceleration and deceleration times, maximum and minimum operation frequency, as well as the PID mode and integral time. Change the transducer size between 10, 16 and 25 bar to scale your feedback value correctly. Next, the protection setup screen. Setup overload, underload, feedback loss, as well as current control or clamping. Now the sleep-wake screen. This screen summarizes all settings related to setting up the VSD for constant pressure or sleep-wake mode using one pump. Next, the setpoint setup screen. Here the user can predefine the pressures of each of the 8 set points available on the touch panel. Let's look at the schedule setup. The schedule landing page makes it possible to change the touch panel's time. Tap on one of the 8 set point buttons to change the automatic schedule of that set point. Each set point can be scheduled with one daily start hour. The user can select on which days this start time should be activated. The stop time is also connected to days of the week. This is useful for when the VSD must run over 2 days, for example start Monday at 6 p.m. and stop Tuesday at 3 a.m. Remember to activate the set point timer by tapping on the On button. Note that when a set point schedule is activated, the icon's text becomes red. Let's have a look at the extensive backup and import options available. Click on the Read from VSD button to import the VSD's current settings into the temporary workspace. Notice the workspace is now populated with the current VSD setup. Changes can be made to these figures, but will only take effect once the Write to VSD button is tapped. To reset the temporary workspace values, tap on the Clear button. Don't worry. This will not affect the VSD's existing settings. Note the temporary workspace values has been cleared. If you wish to back up the VSD's existing settings, first read from VSD and then tap on the Backup button. This will store the VSD's current settings into the touch panel's memory for future retrieval. You can also export the VSD's existing settings by first reading from VSD and then tapping the Export CSV button. This option will only be available if a memory stick is inserted in the touch panel. Next, let's look at the import screen. Various import options are available. Tap on Push to select to choose. The Restore Backup option will draw the last saved backup from the touch panel memory into the temporary workspace. It can be then saved to the VSD by tapping the Write to VSD button. The standard PID option will load the most common settings when using PID mode. Remember to still go change your motor parameters and other system-specific settings. The Sleep-Wake PID option will load the most common settings when using sleep-wake or constant pressure mode. Again, remember to still go change your motor parameters and other system-specific settings. It is possible to import settings from a CSV file on a memory stick. Navigate the USB stick's file path, select the specific file name and tap CSV config to load this into the temporary workspace. Write to VSD to save these settings on the drive. The admin option is only available when logging in as admin and allows for management of standard configurations. Remember that once information has been imported, it only goes to the temporary workspace. To save it to the VSD itself, tap on Write to VSD. Lastly, let's look at the COM setup screen. This screen is only applicable to the 7-inch touch panel and is used to set up addressing pertaining to remote access via a built-in VNC server.
Thank you for watching this presentation on the SB200 touch panel. Please contact Irri-Gator Products for more information. Visit us at www.irrigatorproducts.com and subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook and YouTube accounts today.